I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Leaves are falling and the temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Leagues are underway with winter leagues beginning December 1st. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your holiday, birthday, or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry, this deal ends soon. See Home Club for details.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to One-on-One.
Oh, I'm in a mood. 402-464-5685 is the Starter Hammond text line. If you want to be a part of what we are doing, if you want to be a part of the conversation, and you are invited to do so, come on in, text us, ask questions, participate. We got you. We got you. We got you. We got you. You can follow us live on the video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, and Allo channel 961. If you want to be a part of what we're doing, and we're doing. So in order to set the table, we must, in fact, set the stage.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
There's something about that. There is just something about that warms the heart and settles the feet. 10 toes down, as they like to say, standing on business. Let's welcome the coach, Barry Thompson, Fairfax Football Academy. BT, are you with me? Bouncing around.
Yeah, we got Barry Thompson. Barry Thompson, I don't know if you can hear us. Give me a thumbs up, or
we got to get him into.
Okay, he might be having some audio issues.
Yeah,
there.
He's over there clicking buttons,
which is a bummer. I thought we learned about it.
He's over there clicking buttons. We've given him his promo and his deal, and Barry's trying to find his way. There's a couple of things. So Harrison, I'm gonna ask you to find that clip, and when we come back, so on the break, the rejoin, we're gonna play that thing.
Okay, we can do that.
So does that give you enough time?
Oh yeah, especially if during the break, I can definitely.
Where do you? I guess I can send it to you on Instagram.
You can.
I'm not sure I can text it to you or not. That would be rude. while I'm working, is to actually text you this thing. But I'm gonna do it anyway because that's how we get down. Email it to you. That's what I'll do.
Yeah,
easy enough. Lots to talk about, and here in Nebraska, there are a couple of things in play. That when you bring in a new offensive coordinator, people respond in various ways. And Barry and I have talked about it. We've been in these spaces where we've asked to switch gears or change hats, maybe change the label on the nameplate, right? The nameplate on the door. There's a team that I was with that Harrison, I literally was just going to be an honorary captain for this team. And it was for a game where they were playing the best team in the country. Literally the best team in the country. And I'm on the sideline and I'm watching this thing play out. And I am just screaming in my head that there are ways to help this team. And finally at halftime, they're down. I want to say it was 28-0. And I just, the coach just kind of looked around and he looked at me and he goes, "Coach, what do you see?" And I just went, "You're doing too much. You've got too many players coming in and out. You've got too many schemes that you're trying to put into play. You're not doing anything well. You're just doing everything."
Story of my life for every team I love, but keep going.
but you know them, right? You know those situations where you go, You're just trying to do too much, and you miss the layup. And I said, "Okay." And he says, "Are you willing to help?" And I said, "Listen, I don't want to step on any toes, but I see some things that will make you more competitive right away." And so they were open to the changes, and we narrowed kind of the depth chart a little bit, and we narrowed some of the concepts. And I said, here's where they're attacking you. We can fix that. There's a leak that we can fix. Now, what often happens is if you cover one leak, another one pops. And you're continually covering leaks until you get it under control.
Mm-hmm.
And how quickly you adapt is going to be the story of Nebraska's week offensively. What does Coach Holverson see that he can change quickly and simply for this Nebraska offense? And are they willing to listen? Are they willing to adapt? Are they willing to accept? And then are they willing to execute? To actually, John Facenda. Yeah, the texter, yeah. The late, great John Facenda is the voice of Autumn Wind is a Raider. And that's kind of the standard set for folks who sit in front of a microphone. And people create content, as a matter of fact. But there's a big thing for Nebraska. That new offensive coordinator and what happens with new offensive coaches and coordinators. Remember, you're not talking about just a quarterback's coach. You're not just talking about a running back's coach, a new running back's coach, or a new receivers coach. You're talking about the boss of all of those group leaders. So guess what? Everything that's been taught is fluid now. Whatever line techniques, whatever line verbiage you use, whatever player personnel that you choose to use in an offensive line, the offensive coordinator can now say, hey, listen, we're going to do some things, and it might not be the right personnel on the field. Maybe the personnel out there can't do the thing that we need to do. Maybe he sees a blind spot. And that's the job of the new offensive coordinator. Identify blind spots, make them known, fix them, heal them if he can. Sometimes it's with a new scheme. Sometimes it's a different mentality. And sometimes it's with a new player. And players know when a new coordinator comes in that, hey, it's like blazing saddles. There's a new sheriff in town. And there may be somebody else required to do the thing. Now, if you're not getting release from your receivers, you're either going to recoach them or stop asking them to get that sort of release, or you're going to find somebody who can get those releases. Not getting big plays, I'm either going to call schemes that set up are prone to big plays. I'm either going to teach them how to attack the ball tracking skills, getting hands on the ball, tucking the ball away, getting yards after catch, whole nother skill set. Or I'm going to find somebody who can do those things. Line play. You know what? The type of blocking required may require a different lineman or different protection calls from the new offensive coordinator. New verbiage for a center. Maybe new cadence if there's a new quarterback. If Dillon can't go, Harburg's there, and you have a whole new group of offensive players that will work off a different cadence, different speed, a different octave. And remember, you're on the road in Memorial Coliseum, a little bit different. So there are a lot of moving parts to bringing in a new coordinator. And then who buys in? Does everybody buy in? Do the starting receivers believe that the new coordinator is going to come in and give them all the best chance for one, success, two, for their careers? Because now you have a new guy calling plays who will determine who the star of the game is going to be. And we miss that part a lot, that the offensive coordinator gets to choose who the star player is offensively, who's getting fed. And that's a thing. If you're a skill position, if you're a playmaker and your number's not called, look, and I can speak from personal experience. There are times when I'm like, man, I'm over here wide open. What are you waiting for? Like, hook a brother up. And then you get a new voice that comes in and goes, hey, man, let's give DP the ball. And after that, I had a different level of success. The story being told, biggest game that Barry and I played together. To that point, I wasn't utilized that way. And the veteran players ahead of me who had earned their spots, I didn't say they weren't talented. They were just different kind of talent. And we're in a slugfest against the best team we're going to face that year. And things aren't happening offensively. And our running backs coach at the time was Reggie Harrison, who played for the Steelers, blocked punts in the Super Bowl against Dallas, one of our high school's greatest players ever. And he's just whispering at me, stay connected, don't be upset, stay connected. We're going to need you, stay connected. I'm like, y'all need me, man. I'm just here. But I hear Barry talking to the head coach and talking to the coordinator. And he's like, Barry, what do you need? I need that dude. And we go out and make some plays. And it wasn't a slight to the guys that didn't make plays. But with new leadership and new vision and new talent on the field, there are new opportunities. And the Huskers have an opportunity. So let's bring him in and ask him some questions. BT, what's happening, baby?
Oh, we still might be having issues with Barry Thompson not being able to hear us.
Oh, well, he'll keep working.
All right, Barry Thompson.
He will keep working.
I'll have to probably make a phone call during the break as well. We got a few things going on.
Here's the thing. We'll go to 20 and then we'll take a break and we'll work all this out. Plus, we'll take care of the other thing as well. But I just want to say that there are players who at skill positions and starters who all have a different uneasiness and a different level of anxiety this week. Because some people are going to get an opportunity. Some people who are in positions of control have to make plays early Saturday against USC or things change for them. And the play calls, the 8 to 15 plays on the play call sheet, one will tell us what Dana's new philosophy is going to be, the things that he thinks he can teach best, quickest, for the most efficiency. That they can learn the verbiage, know what he's asking them to do, right? Because he doesn't know their verbiage. He doesn't know their play call sheet. But he's looked at film and he's talked to people and he can ask Satterfield, hey, here's what I'm trying to attack. What do you have? Hey, man, there's a soft spot, outer third, 12 yards. What do we got? Hey, I think we have an advantage running behind Scott here. Let's get him a fullback in. Let's change the personnel and let's just run the ball and see what we can vibe. All of those are in play, and you'll find out in the first 8 to 12 plays that Nebraska has offensively. Who are they going to be? Because you have a new play caller, a new GPS. A lot of the other coaches are still there, and they have their preferences. And if it works, those preferences are honored. But if they get off to a slow start offensively, I fully expect the new coordinator to go, okay, we tried it your way. Now we got to try it my way. And it's a real thing. So we'll take an early break here. We'll come back. We'll get Barry Thompson all organized and all set up. More one-on-one here on The Ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through November 17th, enjoy USDA prime boneless ribeye steaks for $26.99 per pound. 8-ounce USDA choice boneless New York strips for $5.98 each. 24 packs of Coors Light and Miller Lite for $17.99 when you purchase 2. And call 402-486-6611 to place your holiday orders today. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Leaves are falling and the temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Leagues are underway with winter leagues beginning December 1st. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your holiday, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, showers likely throughout the day. It'll be breezy too with an afternoon high around 54. Tonight, mostly clear skies with an overnight low near 33. And tomorrow, we'll see more sunshine return along with lighter winds. An afternoon high around 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Butler from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hey, Ticket listeners, spend your Husker football Saturday at the P. Dale Pub in Pleasantdale, as the Jay Foreman postgame show will be broadcasting live for 90 minutes immediately after the Nebraska-USC football game. Ribeyes are on special for as long as supplies last, with plenty of cold beer on tap to enjoy during and after a Husker victory against the Trojans. It's the Jay Foreman postgame show, live from the P. Dale Pub in Pleasantdale, this Saturday, immediately following the Nebraska football game on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The bell rings and the school day starts. The future of our fiber hoods lies in their hands. That's why Allo Fiber invests in schools, students, and the next generation of leaders. If you sign up for Allo service between now and December 31st, Allo will donate $50 to the school of your choice. Joining the Allo Fiber family isn't just about crazy fast, reliable internet. It's about giving back to your local community and investing in what matters most. Switch to Allo today and we'll donate $50 to your chosen school. Visit allofiber.com/education to make a difference now.
Mulberry Barbecue is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com. Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to it. We're setting the tone, setting the standard, and there's stuff going on. Harrison, did you catch that thing I sent you?
Yeah, we got it ready.
Here's the thing. There's a thing going on, and I want to make Barry smile. So go ahead and play that thing for me. There's a thing called the W&L swing, which we're using to celebrate, Barry Thompson, because our alma mater, yeah, right? Our alma mater, for the first time in, I want to say it's 60 years, maybe 70, are 10-0. 10-0. Barry Thompson, am I wrong? What's the number?
You got to unmute yourself there first, Barry Thompson.
He has muted his computer.
Barry Thompson, if you can hear us, you got to unmute.
I got you.
There we go.
I'm sorry. There's been a lot of trouble today. Anyway, and it's on my end, by the way. But to get to the W&L swing, it's been since 1956. And that was the team, think about how much Virginia's changed, that was voted national state champion. So that's the one state championship in football that they had. This is 100-year anniversary of the school, and for this team to pop up following a 9-1 season, a regular season, and to finish the regular season 10-0, and DP, you have a great audience, so you'll indulge me a little bit with this whole thing. Last year, I was at a school called Westfield, and W&L, because of their season last year, hosted a first-round playoff game against Westfield. And when I take the field, it's all business. I didn't really care who was over there. I just wanted Westfield to win. But when I left the field, I saw those. I'm going to get a little emotional. I saw the seniors there, all huddled together. And I had a little pang. And when I'm driving home on 66, like 40, right, I'm heading back, and I just turned to a puddle. And the reason for it was that in our area, there's a real thing about the inside the Beltway schools and the outside of the Beltway schools. And I remember when we were there, the outside the Beltway schools were gaining a lot of traction, and we were able to put together my senior year a decent season, one in which had us ranked in the top 15 in the National Washington Post. We gotten off to a great start. Didn't finish so good, but we ended up well. But I was proud of that season because I knew how hard it was what we did. So when I left that field last year, my emotions were attached to what I saw. Spin it forward, changed at Westfield. Coach Shapiro calls me again. I said, okay, well, here's what I can do. I thought that my biggest role would be helping the quarterbacks off the field really understand their offense, really understand their defense, that they were facing, how to make decisions, because they had a great system. And lo and behold, this goes forward to a 10-0 season with a quarterback who had never been a starter before in the 100th year of the school. Now, we're into the regional playoffs. So our first round game this year is against our arch rival, Yorktown. And of course, playing somebody the second time is, not always guaranteed. But as far as the bracket sets up, it sets up that if we handle our business on our side this week and next week, and there's just a probable thing that happens on the other side, it's possible that at the regional championship game will be not only hosted at WNL, but the opponent could be Westfield High School.
Man, oh man! To make it local relative,
yeah.
That imagine Lincoln High got on a run on a heater and went for the first time in I don't know how many years it would have been for Lincoln High to go 10-0, and then to be the hosts. Yeah,
Lincoln
for
would be
all
popping off.
right.
Yep.
Lincoln would go bananas.
Yes.
Arlington, Virginia is going bananas because Yorktown. So imagine that Lincoln goes 10-0 for the first time, and in the first round of the playoffs, somehow Lincoln Northwest or Lincoln East has also qualified and is going to come in to Lincoln.
Hey, by the way,
yeah,
the way you said it, I don't know, but I know.
Yeah, like they don't like each other.
Yeah,
Right.
There's two schools I could throw in there.
Yeah, we don't. It's so it's Sandra Bullock versus Katie Couric.
Yeah, and for the older people, it's Warren Beatty and Shirley MacLaine.
Yep.
And for the political people, it's James R. Schlesinger.
Yep.
Arlington has a unique ability to kind of collect these people, and they wind up in these public schools in Arlington, which is really a great thing. And the best thing about all those people that we just mentioned, whether it's Warren Beatty or Shirley MacLaine or Sandra Bullock or James R. Schlesinger, Emily Schlesinger, or probably 100 other people, DP, Derek Pearson, is when you're there. No, hey, listen, let's keep it straight. When you're there, they're just your schoolmates, and they're people you kind of gravitate to, and you're not really sure why, other than they're good people. And then you leave Arlington, and you go, oh my God, I went to school with Derek Pearson. Oh my gosh, we went to school with Emily Schlesinger. Oh my gosh, some of us are still friends with Sandra Bullock. Yeah. Those types of things. So these young guys are in the midst of a history book. They don't know it. They're just going about their lives. They're being teenagers, but the track record says, it might be a long time before WNL follows up an undefeated season.
Well, people are going to be talking about this year's team.
Yes.
For the next 50, 70 years.
Yes.
And we didn't know when we were there what we were doing that night against West Springfield. We didn't know what was going to follow. We're just in the fight. And you want to be a part of it. I mean, this is a town and a community where on any given night, on a Friday night, I mean, there's 3 NFL dudes on the field and two WWE world champions, Dave Bautista and Mark Canterbury, are playing tackle in Arlington County. And you have to remember, hey, man, this isn't normal.
hey, jump in the Haskell. Like it seems like the world kind of attracts when we start talking about this connections to Lincoln. Elijah Hughes is a defensive tackle at USC who played at WNL. Mm-hmm. And will probably be in the rotation when you see him on Saturday.
Yeah, so his people reached out, and they asked him, was I going to be there? I'm going to be in New York instead, handling some other business. But it's a big weekend, and Barry, it left up everything for me because you've been the coordinator, the new coordinator. You've been the new man, and you have to put it in the context that you're the new magician that has to come in and make chicken salad out of chicken poop.
Right.
But that's always that's we've been blessed.
We've been in those situations, and I
Right.
know where you're headed, but let me be clear on this situation. Let me 1,000% clear. They had run off a 9-1 season last year.
Yeah.
And when Coach Shapiro approached me, he wanted me in a traditional coaching role. And I said, no. I said, whatever you're doing, offensively, it's working. Jonathan Bajwani was around 2,800 yards, and I don't know where he was touchdown-wise. He's in the high 20s.
Yeah.
I said, you don't need me there for that. I said, I think where I can provide value is I can do some work with your quarterbacks that you can't do. Let me do that work. And all of it has taken place except for this week off the field. This week was the first time that I've attended any practices. But
let me catch you, Barry, because this is the perfect point.
Yeah.
This is identical to what's happened here in Lincoln. Because listen, you brought in a consultant,
right?
To identify blind spots,
right?
To move some of the minutia, remove it,
right?
And then from that connection, you go in the most critical moments.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I need you to have a louder, more consistent voice.
Yeah,
to help us have success in a way that we want. You're going to help their quarterback do some things that their natural coaches can't do, and it's not a slight to them.
No,
it is just added value.
Right,
and this is where Nebraska is.
Yeah, it was. In my case, it was everything was set up on the field. It was just that one thing that quarterbacks can't get enough of, which is the understanding of everything that they're doing and everything that they're seeing. And so that propped him up so that it made it easy to kind of, have him do this and have them do that. It didn't have anything to do with play design, although, I talked about a couple things. I would whisper to the OC, hey, you know what? With the personnel that we have, if we kind of get in this group against this team, it's going to force them to cover this that way. But let's bring it back to Nebraska. He's been made the offensive coordinator, and I know you talked about him ad infinitum. I heard a little bit of you and Jay talking about him. There are about 8 basic air raid concepts. You could probably go into a game with about maybe 10 to 15 basic concepts that you could get your players to understand. And that is usually enough. You don't throw 30 different pass concepts in a game. You have some that you really like, and then you could just have a tagging system to handle the other things that you may occur, right? So the concept stays the same, but you may alter something. Like, let's take a little basic air raid concept, which is Y cross. You're in a 2x2 formation. The guy on the left runs a vertical. The guy number 2 runs an out at a speed out of 10 to 12 yards. From the slot on the backside, he runs a Y cross. He's under the first guy, up and over the mic, and then he crosses the field. And so the normal read is you look to your left. If you can throw the out, you throw it. Now, if for some reason they take away the out, you come and look at the cross. Sometimes the out can be canceled, and so you're playing for the cross, and then you're playing for some backside kind of curl sit or post sit, and maybe with a swing, right? And so that concept could be tagged. Maybe you're expecting pressure, so instead of it being a 10-yard route, you can tag it, and I think they call it 95 or 92 or quick. That could be a 4-yard route, right? A little simple thing. Or maybe you got a protection issue, and you keep the back end. You know you're going to play to the backside, so you do something different. But the basic concept is understood. I would think that he would have started with a basic teaching concept. When you watch him run his 4 verticals, there is a concept in the verticals where at a certain point, I'm going to stop running. I'm going to turn, right? Because it makes no sense if I keep running. And that may be a concept that he worked over and over and over again. He could probably go into a game with his 4 vertical concepts because there's so many different variations to how they run verticals. So it'll be interesting to see what they come out with. And then I heard you and Jake kind of going over, your defense coordinator on the USC side. So you're familiar with air raid concepts, but you haven't seen these guys do the air raid concepts before. But they're not very difficult concepts to understand. I thought the biggest thing in listening before was something that Jay said. And this brings what we talked about last time. This is the 9th week of the season, and if you're a young man in that position, you may have already checked out. Jay talked about, I really want to see the energy. I want to see how people move, right? And the way I heard that was, there may be some cats that aren't buying into this stuff. That's not what I came here for. That's not what I was told. That's not how I'm going to be used, And so there's that part of it. We think of it as fans. Hey, you got a solution to what you're doing. Everybody buys in. But these guys are humans, some of them with careers at stake. And if after buying in, it doesn't include them, you may not see the buy-in that you want. So I'm with Jay on watching the energy of how these guys go about their business.
Barry, what's the greatest friction for a coordinator, a new coordinator, right? Because different levels of talent on the depth chart, you don't know who does what well, particularly you can't know. You're going to have to rely on people to tell you what guy to use in certain situations, and those are conversations that are happening this week.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other side, is the friction getting folks to execute or getting them to understand the verbiage? Because the verbiage, there's been a whole language been learned.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I once worked with a coach that he had this way of, he used a very successful coach, and he had these weird names for things, like from my perspective coming in. Like I knew other things were called like Tiger or, whatever, Trey, but he didn't use those. He used words like Pro King and Con King. And when we went to put new things in, he was amenable to it, but he was very particular about how we worded the language. And it was kind of like tedious kind of. And at one point I said, why are we going through this much trouble? Somebody else would just call it Hank. Why don't we just do that? And he said to me two things. One is that he didn't want to confuse his players. So the players, they only knew the language that they knew. But he said the most important thing is I call the plays. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. So you could have a goofy language, or maybe seems goofy to you. Like I always say, you could say green right X shift to Viper right 382 X stick looky, and you go, wait a second, why don't we do something simpler? But the play caller, when they say green right X shift to Viper right 382 X stick looky, they have a picture in their mind, and that's what's important. So some of it is the players catching up. Now that said, these concepts are not alien concepts. Dylan knows what a Y cross is. Mm-hmm. Everybody on that team knows what a Y stick is. These are air raid concepts, right? So it's not alien. It's just what you call them. So if you narrow down what you're going to call and you have a week of repetition and running them through, there's going to be a little bit of translation. But when they hear the word goofy, they're going to say, yeah, that's Y stick. They can go out and run Y stick all day. So that process can be narrowed down. I think the bigger thing is if you're changing how the quarterback looks at things, right? So are these simple reads that are in line with him? I'll exaggerate to make a point. Let's say the concept like Hank, NFL concept, it's curl flat, a guy over the ball. You see that concept run 3 or 4 times in every NFL game. Whether you call it California or Carolina or Hank, it doesn't really matter what you call it. But if you had a quarterback that it was drilled into his head to read that concept from short to deep, you may have a little issue if you're telling, hey, I need you to read deep to short. Right now you're changing things on him, changing footwork on him, changing how he processes on him. Not an insurmountable hurdle, but a thing that changes things for the quarterback. So there is some merging there. And who knows, maybe Dylan ran air raid in high school. I don't know his background.
I would think that he's familiar. And before we go to break, I'll ask you this one final thing. I'm going to take you to the movie Wedding Crashers. And there's a scene they're at the compound, and they're going to play football. They're going to play football. And they're not playing it at Memorial Coliseum. They're not. But there's going to be chaos and noise, and there's going to be some friction. And he looks over and he goes, hot route.
Hot route.
Right? And he
My
goes,
favorite response is, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
hey, before look, 20 seconds for a break. That happens at all levels. There was a little girls basketball game, a house club, and every time they came down the court, the coach was yelling 936, 372, and the third time he called out these numbers, the little girl stopped right in front. She let the ball go. She goes, I don't know what that is.
Like we literally, Barry and I were taking over an offense. We literally had a meeting in my living room over how we were going to call when chaos happened, how we were going to communicate to less experienced players and quarterbacks and receivers what we wanted them to run. Yeah. And I said, if we come up with simple verbiage, let's just from left to right, right to left, numbers to let folks know with a color that was hot. We call white and it didn't mean anything. Blue didn't mean anything. Called red, whatever numbers followed from left to right or right to left, those are the routes that we wanted run. Quarterback knew what we were looking for and why, because he had already given us a look, say, hey, coach, I don't like what we call. And that's what it was. I mean, but I think Nebraska is going to have that at issue. It's going to be a big part of the game on Saturday. I think the same thing for USC with a new quarterback, different style of quarterback as well. But this is why they play the games. And I'm looking forward to it. BT, when we come back, we'll find out what you're cooking. Barry Thompson on One-on-One here on The Ticket.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, wanting to thank you all again for your continued service. November is off and running. Check this out. Get up to $12,000 off or 0% financing on select new vehicles. We have great lease specials with new Trax and Trailblazers starting at $299 per month and new Blazer EVs leasing for $399. Great payments, discounts, and of course, 0% financing. So make that short drive down 144th Street or check us out online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All finance with approved credit, leases with $2,500 down.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Hey guys, it's Austin with 93.7 The Ticket. Tune in Thursday night starting at 6:30 for Thursday Night Football. We're bringing you a key NFC East game between the Philadelphia Eagles and Washington Commanders. Philly leads the division by just a half game over Washington. The Eagles are coming off a 28-point road win over rival Dallas, while Washington hits the road after dropping a 1-point game to Pittsburgh. Catch Thursday night's game and all the biggest NFL games right here on Lincoln's home for the NFL, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Transform your view with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything while keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
The electrical workers of local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Allo Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, the hour goes fast when you're having fun. Barry Thompson, the coach, also the cook. So we ask him, kind sir, what's the coach cooking?
He might be in the kitchen right now.
Barry,
he's in the stream, but he must be had to get the seasoning ready or something.
Yeah, he had to go and get the recipe, so he knows what he's talking about. He's got 2 minutes. That's
okay. Wait, he switched it up on us. All right.
I had to switch. I've had so much trouble tonight. You guys, this is unbelievable. All right,
make it work.
Okay, so we're cooking charro beans.
Okay,
we're cooking charro beans. They're also called cowboy beans. There's two types of cowboys in Mexican lore: vaqueros, which are the cowboys on the ranch and so forth, and then there are the charros who are kind of dressed up and they have the sombrero. These charro beans, there's a lot of recipes out there. Go find them, cook it however you want. But there's one technique I really recommend. One is, first it's got to be pinto beans. Don't mess around, get the pinto beans. Two, cook the beans separately, because there's a sofrito essentially that you make that involves bacon and sausage and onions and garlic and Roma tomatoes and cumin and cilantro. So while the beans are cooking, you take your smoky bacon, you take the chorizo, and you cook it up in a pan. And when it starts to get dry and put stuff on the pan, that fond, that's when you want to add your onions in. You cook that down till that fond releases. It flavors the onions. And then you maybe 3 or 4 cloves of minced garlic, let it go for 30 seconds, add some cumin, get that ready for the next stage, which are the Roma tomatoes. Put those in there. It'll add some moisture. The fond will get up and flavor all of that stuff. And then probably about 1/4 cup of tomato sauce, and let that mix in, and a handful of cilantro. Now, when your beans are halfway done, take 2 jalapenos, just whole jalapenos, and just put them in the pot. Let them finish. It won't kill, won't freak you out. It's just going to get those ready. When your beans are about 90% done, that sofrito that we worked with, dump all of that into the beans. It's like a flavor bomb. Now, at that point, you can just stop and you will really enjoy yourself. Some people call those party beans because they have a big party and they make a big pot of this stuff. But you can go the extra step, take it up to a whole nother level. And you can make what's called frijoles borrachos, or borracho style. So while the beans are cooking, take a piece of steak. It doesn't have to be a big piece, just a little piece of steak. Cook it, get it ready, have that ready aside. When it cools, you're going to take that piece of steak and mince it up. Dice it, mince it up. Get some avocado slices. Get those ready. Get that queso fresco or cojita cheese. Get that ready, and get some limes ready. Now you got that bowl of beans with the bacon and the sausage and the onions and the tomatoes and the tomato sauce. And now you take the cojita cheese and you sprinkle that on top. You take a little bit of that minced beef steak. You put that on top. You put those little avocado slices to the side. You squeeze your little lime. You can take that jalapeno that's whole. You can slice it up if you want some heat. Add a little hot sauce. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. Chano beans.
Sounds like a winner. We're going to cut that up and put it on social media, Barry. We're going to do that. BT, thank you, brother, and beat Yorktown.
Bye-bye.
That's Barry Thompson. One-on-one. Man, my Generals are undefeated. I don't even know how to act. Listen, stay tuned. More Ticket Weeknights coming up on 93.7 The Ticket.